Hey YouTube, and you can tell by the title of the video that this is exactly what you would be seeing. A very integrated Presonus home project studio, my home project studio. No major hits coming out of here, no major mixing and mastering projects, just my silly little songs and helping out the odd and sometimes very odd local musician when they need a studio space to lay down some tracks and they don't have any money, because that's just the right thing to do. So recently I got the deal of a lifetime. I'm so happy. A young fellow on Marketplace was kind enough to sell me for a very, very reasonable price this Fader Port 16, which is now the crowning jewel of my Studio One artist software-based setup here. And it all starts with my little Presonus Studio 24 USB interface that allows me to connect my studio monitors and monitor the situation. It's got a couple of XLR inputs, and it's a very basic USB input-output device for a DAW setup such as this. We move on to the Presonus Atom, which is a super handy little controller pad type thing that just works absolutely wonderful for so many things. It can be a transport, it can play drums, it can play native instruments, all kinds of stuff. And I am just really learning to do that, watching tutorials like crazy, because the new crowning jewel here, Fader Port 16, has inspired me to delve into my DAW home project studio and try and finish a song I've been working on. Actually, it's a video, but I'm working on the soundtrack, and I've been working on it it's been over 6 months now. It's coming. Here we have my Presonus AR22 Studio Live type mixing board that is USB and allows me to use the capture software on my PC when I go out or record here and capture those tracks, bring them back and import them into Studio One. And as I said, I'm currently working on my own little song here. It's kind of a statement on what's going on in society, and there's a video to go along with it. It will eventually be released. This has inspired me to work on it in earnest. So there you have it, the fully integrated Presonus home project studio. I have the software installed on there, on my Mac Pro tower, which lives down here alongside my location recording PC, which is also, of course I could record here, but it's the PC, it's the machine I take out on the road to such wonderful magical places as the barn out in St. Andrews, Manitoba, where the magical music happens. And I capture tracks with this, and then I'm able to just come back here, dump them into the Mac Pro tower, which just works fantastic, and fire up Studio One version 4 Artist and get things rolling. And as I said, I am monitoring through these Mackie multimedia speakers, which is basically all I need, because to tell you the truth, I do the final mixing on my in-ear monitors. I just find that a better way to mix. Here's what I'm working on.
I was wondering what to do, and then I thought about consulting you. I saw my plot from a foreign movie I don't understand, and I feel I should watch anyway, so that if anyone asks, I can say that I saw it, or at least I was there. You know, there's a big difference between knowing and just being there.
As you can hear, I'm just really starting to build the automation. I'm mixing in 3 live guitar tracks with my multi-electronic music sources and my heavily auto-tuned vocal. But I can tell you one thing, it's a heck of a lot of fun, and it's nice to have the toys to play with. Thanks for joining me on my walkthrough of my fully integrated Presonus home project studio.